So we looked at central angles and inscribed angles, and now we're going to look at how do we find an angle that isn't on the circle and it's not in the center of the circle. So we can see this angle x and sort of how it's happening inside the circle, but it's not at the center. So the center of the circle is this point right here. Um, and so what we're going to do is we're going to use our knowledge of inscribed angles to help us find this angle here. So this is where you're going to have to look at the information that we're given. So I'll start here with this arc that is 100 degrees. And what I'm going to do is create an inscribed angle. So remember, an inscribed angle just has to capture the endpoints of the arc. So the endpoints of the arc are here and here. And if you notice, there's already a line created for me. So now I'm just going to use that line and make an angle right here. So I've now created an inscribed angle, and based off of our knowledge of inscribed angles, we can say that this angle right here is inscribed, and so the measure of that inscribed angle is going to be half the measure of the arc. So that angle right there is 50 degrees. It's half of 100. So something else that we've just done is we've now captured this arc up here. So we have this other arc that's 120 degrees. And if you take a look, we have our endpoints. We captured it here and here. So now we have a second inscribed angle. So half of 120 is going to be 60 degrees. I don't know what happened to our x, but our x was right there. And so there's two approaches now. If you notice, we have a triangle going on here. So there's a triangle that we've just created. And so now to solve for x, we can kind of go about this two different ways. We can take a moment to solve for this angle right here using the triangle. We know that the sum of the three angles have to add up to 180. Or if you remember the exterior angle theorem, which states that this exterior angle x is going to be the sum of these two angles here. So either way, if I did 180 minus 50 minus 60, that is going to get me that this missing angle over here is equal to 70. And so now to solve for x, those make a linear pair. So we can say, well, 180 minus 70 is equal to 110 degrees. Or if we use the exterior angle theorem, we could say that x is equal to those two angles of the triangle, 50 plus 60, x equals 110.